All right, let's just talk NBA. Boston, Chicago, who do you like? How quickly?
I like Boston, but I think this is the biggest upset watch in the East.
What?
Yes.
Chicago can't shoot.
They have the experience. You got Dwayne Wade. You have arguably, now I voted Isaiah Thomas 5th in the MVP race. So he had a great year. But arguably, Jimmy Butler's the best player in that series.
Oh, I think he is.
Okay. So anytime you have the best player, and then you got a D Wade next to him, you got Rondo with the experience.
So you think this is a good series?
Oh, I think this is 7. I don't have the guts to say Bulls, but I'm gonna say Boston in 7.
That would be great. If we could get that, I'd be very happy.
Because I see you're not expecting too many competitive series in the first round.
I mean, again, I think Boston-Chicago games are interesting. I just think Boston wins all of them late. I love their coach.
Great coach.
Their best players, their point guard. They have a nice bench. They play real defense. I think Boston will win a series of close games because I think they're just a better shooting team. By the way, if you ever get that nod, you can drop it in. I don't expect much from you. Okay, Cleveland, Indiana, how long does it take?
You know what?
Oh, God, no. Don't. What?
I'm thinking 6.
Whoa!
And I'm thinking it's 2-2.
My God.
Now, maybe I'm just dying to get some excitement.
Don't encourage Kristine.
Paul George is obviously not as good as LeBron
He's had a
James.
great March.
He has been. I think this will be a breakout series for George since the injury, since his leg injury that stifled his career. He hasn't been the same except for the last month and a half, 2 months. He's been tremendous, about 29 points a game, shooting well from the field. I think he'll go at LeBron. LeBron will outplay him, but I think he'll play well, and I think he'll get him 2 games as Cleveland kind of gets back its swag and who it really is.
Okay, I don't want to talk about these next 2 series. Just pick the winner. Toronto, Milwaukee.
Toronto.
Washington, Atlanta.
Washington. That could be a good one.
Why don't you want to talk about those series?
Because they're boring. All right, let's go to the West.
16-6 since Chris Middleton's back.
Yeah, Chris Middleton's a nice player.
He is.
If they had their rookie,
Jabari.
Well, Jabari's done. They have the rookie. If Jabari was back, they're going in the right direction.
They are.
I just don't want to talk about him. Do you have Naj yet?
He don't know. You know who Nas is?
Okay, there you go. Couldn't I have that 5 minutes ago? I want to work with some professionals here. How about a little lower? Don't drown my beautiful voice out. Okay, let's go West. Golden State, Portland. Portland
5.
Portland's defensive limitations in the back. I know everybody loves CJ and Damian. They don't play any defense.
Great backcourt, you're right. Now, Yusuf Nurkic, I like a lot. He's been 15-11 since he got traded there from Denver.
Isn't that amazing?
I remember the first time I saw him, I was doing sidelines for the Cavs versus Denver a couple years ago. And I just liked everything I saw about, like, his walk, his swag. He's not afraid.
Yeah.
He's confident. I like him. I think he's going to be really tough. If he plays in this series, he's got the leg injury, so he's questionable. But I think he could give Golden State a few problems. But that said, it doesn't go any further than 5 games.
San Antonio, Memphis.
Would have been better with Tony Allen. I hate to see him out of this. But still, Memphis is gritty. They're tough. They play like San Antonio. Slow down. Probably 5, though.
Houston, OKC.
This is the one, right? This is the best series?
I like OKC's size. I just like Houston's bench and their ability to hit threes. I think, again, OKC is going to win some games. But, man, listen.
Do you think we're about to see a classic matchup between Westbrook and Harden?
I think the highlights will be better than the games. I think they can be sloppy. I think both will depend. I think Westbrook will have a series of great and then disappointing games. I think he'll have a couple for the ages and a couple where he's trying too hard. Whereas I think James Harden will let the game come to him more, and he'll have a more even series without the roller coaster ride of games.
Well, the interesting thing about Harden, I'm with you. I think Houston wins. I think it's good. I think it's 6 or 7 games. I love 7. But I think Harden has had some struggles in the playoffs.
The last 2 times I've watched him play, he hasn't played great.
Yeah.
I saw him against the Clippers the other night. Wasn't very good.
Well, yeah, regular. Yeah. But, he had the 12 turnovers against the Clippers a few years, or not the Clippers, Golden State a few years ago. And one game dribbled off his foot when he was going for the last second shot. So it'll be interesting.
Clippers, Utah. That's been a weird series. Clippers own Utah.
Yeah. So I like Utah a lot, but I think the Clippers, I'm not going to get too excited about. I think they finished 9-2 down the stretch. But I like the Clippers in this series. With their experience, I think they're going to win this series. I think at the most it goes 6. I think they could take them out in 5.
I agree. Utah's a nice story, and Quinn Snyder was like bad guy college. Now he's become like hot new coach that everybody likes.
He was second on my Coach of the Year ballot.
Who won?
I had Mike D'Antoni.
You know, I'm happy for D'Antoni. One of the nicest guys I've ever met.
Yes, very
Everybody
much so.
butchered him. The Lakers brought him in and gave him exactly what he didn't want, a team that couldn't shoot and old bigs, and I'm happy for him.
He's a one-trick pony, right?
A little bit.
But still, when you give him the players that fit his system, man, he is tremendous.
Listen, I'm a one-trick pony. Listen,
a lot of people are there's nothing wrong with a one-trick pony.
If I couldn't do this, I'd give blood for a living. I mean, what would I do? I would have no skill set.
It's just knowing what your trick is.
Yeah, my trick is just blah, 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 talk.